Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Welcome back to Vestaangelstarot Incorporated. This is going to be your Vesta scope for July the 28th, 2021. If I find out or figure out what the title is, okay, I'll go back and put it. All right, so let's go ahead and get your messages. Thank you so much for participating in today's reading. Make sure you go and watch the last couple of readings, okay? Especially if you're new here, there may be some previous messages in there for you. All right. All right, so we had surrender, denial. All right, you see the blindfold on right here. Okay, something that you see or something that you do see or something that you don't want to see. But a sense of denial can be going on with you or a situation that you're dealing with. Okay, if it's not happening right now, it could be something that's coming towards you that you may end up denying, something that you don't want to see, something that you don't want to know, something. Okay, because yesterday we had the card of procrastination. Okay, surrender to procrastination. So something, okay, that you may be dealing with that you have been procrastinating about is another way to say denial. Okay, because if you're putting it off because you don't really see the truth in it, or you don't want to know the truth. You don't want to deal with the truth. So accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Okay. Now, again, that could be anything. That could be at a job that you're at right now, and you are denying yourself, or in a sense of denial, that it's time for you to go. It's time for you to quit procrastinating and to move on to something else. Now, that also could be about a love relationship. That could be putting something off as procrastination and denial about making a decision. Okay. Because you may feel like the decision is not the best way to handle it. But for a lot of you, it is, right? It can be. Okay. So surrender your ego. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Leo, okay? Also a Sag or a fire sign, where you can still have it in your chart. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and let it come from your heart, all right? A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So something also that you may need to have a sense of gratitude about, and be more of a service to others right now, and let whatever it is come from your heart. It also could be somebody that has a big ego, or something that you're in a denial about because of your ego. Okay, and we don't want that to work against you. You need to build and show humility, and that's going to further your goals in the long run, and also to help you to heal your heart chakra. Okay. Now, if this feels like it's not you, then it could be somebody that you're thinking about or dealing with, that they're in a sense of denial, okay, about how they really see the situation, or how they don't want to see the situation for the truth. And the reason they don't want to see the truth or know the truth is because of their ego. They don't want to come and show forgiveness or to say sorry. They also needs to give you thanks. Okay, could also be helping another person out of a situation. And it's because it's the way that they're built. It's the way that they operate. It's the way that they don't operate. Okay, they operate more in ego, and that sense of ego wisdom. They also could have Pisces in their chart. They don't want to surrender their ego. Okay, so that could be the problem or the rift that you are having in your situation, or dealing with somebody right now. All right. Surrender stubbornness. Exactly what I'm saying. Okay. Now, if you're tensing up and taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So this side can be you and the other side can be you. You figure out. But don't pick the side that has the lesser ego. Okay? Because when you do that, that hinders your own sense of growth of things that you are needing to clear and to purge and to heal about yourself. If you know that you're a very egotistical person and that you hold grudges, because whoever this person is, they're holding grudges and being stubborn also. Okay? Somebody is tensing up and don't want to come out of a rigid stance. They don't want to budge. Okay? And this is something that they can start or need to start just observing about themselves and to become more open to openness. Okay? Somebody is very closed off over here. Now, it don't have to be about a ex. This could be about a family member. This also could be about somebody at your job. This also could be your job. Hey, E-Baby. This also, speaking of you, E-Baby, this also could be your landlord. This could be a moving situation. This could be a boyfriend, girlfriend, a spouse. But somebody is in denial and somebody has egotistical problems. Now, this other person over here needs to surrender and be more open instead of being stubborn. Okay? Not wanting to budge. This person over here also don't want to budge because of their ego. So this also could be a situation where you and this other person may not be talking, or if you are talking, somebody is egotistical where they don't want to bring up the situation. They don't want to see that they have ego problems. They don't want to see that they're wrong. Okay? And this other person over here is not willing to budge, not wanting to change their mind. Okay? But it can be about anything that's going on in your life right now. Okay? Surrender to wonder and awe. And you see her in the red dress here. I feel that this is Mars going into Leo, because that is the first energy action house that Mars as a planet will be moving into next, which is Leo. Okay. And some of you may have Leo or Aries in your chart or be dealing with those people who have it in their chart. Because the last time that Mars was in its own action-oriented zodiac sign was Aries. Okay? So since Aries season up until now, things have not been really moving very correctly. Things has been like a stubborn, very rigid. Things also has been in a sense of denial, a sense of give and take when it comes to forgiveness. Lack of speaking, lack of talking, not really getting down to solutions, ghosting, a lot of that. Okay. Now, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So like we talked about the other day about, I kept going over and over about the sacral chakra, right? So whoever this person over here needs to open up more so that the flow of the energy and that life can flow through them more freely. This person is very closed off, very stubborn, also could be very hard-headed, like things their way, but this person over here does also. Okay? And I think I said this the other day that both of you, whatever situation, you don't even have to know the other person. Whoever the other person is, both of you have fire in your chart. And both of the fire within both of your charts are butting heads. Okay? Where that the egotistical and the stubbornness is what is being presented in the situation right now. One person over here does not want to change their mind, or once their mind is made, that's it. Both of you, or both of the situations, could be fixed signs. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus, or still have it as a moon, a rising, or ascendant, as a Mars, as a Venus, as a Jupiter, not just as a sun sign. Okay. Now, I wasn't going to get any more of these, but they made me shuffle, so let's see. Because it's always more than two things that you need to surrender to. Okay? And every one of us as humans always will have a lesson in about surrendering to and about different issues in life. When it comes to love and relationship, when it comes to different business partnerships, when it comes to different agreements, when you're raising your children, right? The father may see one way, the mother may see another way. All right, so we had this card to come out either yesterday or the day before yesterday, but it was in an upright, I believe. No, it was in reverse. Okay, so stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. So at one point in time, this person over here was trying to force the issue to get things to go their way because of their ego. Well, it must be done like this, or another thing could be my way or the highway. All right. So since this person or whoever it was pushing so hard to have things going their way, they was in a sense of denial that this is the only way that they see and operate when it comes to different things in their life. And that's something that they need to work on. Okay. Surrender to non-action. Exactly what I just said. This person always forces an issue or a situation to be done their way or the highway, because if it don't go their way, they're not going to move. They're not going to say anything. Their attitude or situation or the way that they love or give love out or give money out is going to be non-action, because they like things to go the way that they want because of their ego. Okay. When they should be a service to others instead of keep having situations ruled by how they want it to be and to go to be a service to them. Right? So now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power and let others come to you. So whoever this is on this side, I feel some type of separation took place. Whether this person separated or stopped the relationship, stopped the conversation, okay, because things were not going the way that they felt it should go. So therefore, they removed themselves because their ego was not getting fed. It was being bruised. Okay. So whoever this is on this left side right here, they're still in a sense of denial. They can also be in a sense of denial of why things are not moving forward. Because number one, they were being very pushy, okay, about how fast, how slow, or not at all, or when they wanted things to move, didn't go their way. So now they're not moving at all. So whoever this is on the left-hand side, they still may not have no movement for you right now. Okay, especially with this ego card over here. So you may not expect any movement from this person on the left no time soon. Okay, and they're not willing to budge. Bottom of the deck is surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open up to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond the wildest dream. So whoever this person is, or both of you, it could be the sense of scarcity where that both of you are too stubborn and egotistical to want to come together to make things work. And because it's more like both of you are stubborn in the situation and in your own way, that you're trying to make separate ways when the universe could be trying to make both of you come together to build and to make something as a union. Okay, now you all already could be married or in some type of living situation with this person. Okay, but the universe is asking both of you to be more open to the nature of abundance, but it's stubbornness and ego in the way. Well, I'm not going to budge because you're not going to do it the way I want you to, or you're not going to do it the way that I want you to. So I'm going to sit here and be upset and frustrated. Okay. So frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. So that's what I was saying about the stubbornness and frustration. Okay. But this person is keeping frustration really because they're stubborn and don't want to let the frustration go. But being frustrated don't open doors. It keep doors closed. Okay. So, okay, I get what you're saying, baby. And that's why you're frustrated. All right, what's the next card? Yeah, procrastination that came out yesterday. All right, so now it's the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off, and taking action will attract success. Now, I'm not saying that this situation that you're dealing with this other person cannot be resolved. If this person over here may surrender the stubbornness for whatever reason that they have it or feel that they should keep it or have it, okay, because it's frustrating you, whoever you are, more on the inside, and it's keeping doors closed that could be reopened if you want them to be reopened. I'm not saying it's good or bad to reopen them, but it's also something that can be blocking your own sense of abundance, because that's blocking your chakras of healing, creativity, rejecting, in a sense, your wisdom and your power. And taking action on something also can be the opposite of what this person needs, because they're not taking action at all. And they're not taking action at all because they're in denial and they have ego problems. Okay. Hey, Pauline H. So for you, you said it's about your finances and your foundation and stability. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get more information for you all. And, this situation also could be between, like you said, if you dating this person, marriage or relationship, or you're in separation right now, because whoever this person over here is, they don't want to come forward. Okay. They have such a huge ego where that their ego is more important to them, that they don't want to drop their ego for love. Okay. It also could be an ego problem when it comes to making money, spending money, okay, the way that they save money. And this person over here could be very frustrated about, well, that's not the proper way to handle money. That's not the proper way to deal with our money, okay? That's not the proper way to deal with our family, our foundation, and our sense of stability. But let's find out in just a moment what that procrastination is and what is this non-action. So let me get you these cards first. And again, y'all, this could be about money, finances, home, family, children, a best friend, your lover, spouse. It's going to be different for everybody. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Okay, so Uranus, like I said, both of you could have fixed signs in your chart where that is Aries. I mean, not Aries. Some of you could be Aries. Okay, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. Uranus is ruled for Aquarius, okay? And fixed signs are fixed signs for a reason. Source know when he created the stars, the zodiac signs, however you want to say it, that certain people, based on their soul and spirit, was going to be very egotistical and stubborn. Yeah. He knows some people were going to be more giving people, and he know people were going to be more of takers. That's also incorporate in like a sense of incorporation on how to learn different life lessons. Okay? This is where also life lessons come in at. Because it's going to be up to you to be able to notice and to see who you keep giving to but does not reciprocate. You know, who is a taker and who is a giver. And if you continue to keep yourself in a situation like that, that's how you gain or get scarcity. That's how you get set in the mindset of scarcity. Because whoever you're dealing with has you in that sense of mindset, whether it's about foundation, a sense of stability, your living together, a home situation, or the way that they give love or don't give love out as a sense of scarcity. Okay? How do they spend time with you? Do they give you enough time, or do they shortchange you on time as scarcity? Life lessons. Chiron. We had this from yesterday. Healing. Your healing power and empathy and ability to teach and learn remedies. So whoever this is on this side, you feel that you are wanting to teach this person a lesson over here because of their ego. The way that they decide to do things, the way that they operate, the way that they think and move, you know, whatever that they do is always more for their self, not for the giving or the service for others. All right. But as you feel like you're teaching this person on the left-hand side something, it's triggering for you to need more different healing powers. Okay? Because it's leaving you in a sense of sitting as stubbornness. And stubbornness sometimes can lead to hatred, deception, lack of forgiveness, feeling of scarcity, a feeling of frustration, blockages. And you're doing all of this because be careful on how you try. It's not your job to teach nobody a lesson. Okay? It's for them to learn it as a life lesson. If you become scarce, then that's how the other person learns the lesson. Don't use yourself and your spirit and soul and your shell as a way of trying to teach somebody that's a narcissist or an ego problem lesson. Because you're going to end up being the one that needs to heal more in the long run. Right? Top of the or bottom of the deck is Mercury. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. So this also could be about conversation. It could be about the scarcity of conversation. Ghosting. Not seeing this person, not being around this person. I'm going to use these decks. And right hand side, you're just frustrated. You're still healing from being frustrated, but you also are being stubborn. Now, I'm not saying it's not right or wrong to be stubborn. Okay. But it also depends on how long you be stubborn. This could be something that comes over from a childhood from you that you are still learning and working through. But it is time for you to take action, okay? Either towards your healing process or to dissolve a blockage within you, to center yourself, regroup, and then reapproach the situation more calmly. Okay, because this frustration and stubbornness also can lead to being irate, being upset, arguing, fighting, and fussing. Okay, and that also leads to more blockages, because you're trying to move a mountain that won't move. And the more you keep making yourself upset, it's going to cause you to have to heal more. Okay, but a sudden change is hopefully coming over here. It's clarity that this person may get through a conversation if you're not too stubborn right hand side to open up and to speak or to allow the conversation to happen. Now, it may not happen already, but this could be something that's coming up. Okay, because I feel that the speech or conversation or the communication between the both of you, even seeing each other, has been scarce. Okay, so that may begin to change. But right hand side, are you healed enough to allow this communication or travel or to see this person to happen? Understanding. So this is the clarity that I said. Now, exactly what this card said. You see, it says non-action. Look at the bird. The bird is doing non-action while the other birds are flying off. So like I said, this person is very stubborn with it. They don't even want to come out the cage here. They want this bird, want the other birds to come back in where they're at. Instead of going off, okay, surrendering the ego and to fly off with all of the rest of the flock. Because that's how birds move. Right? They travel in flocks. But this bird also could, have a sense of denial of the understanding of why he should not be flying out free, lovingly, caringly, okay, with the other birds here. That's non-action. So this person is needing to have a sense of understanding of why they're not reacting, why they're not moving, why they need an understanding to why they have a sense of denial, why they do not want to see something for as the truth. And right hand side, maybe you did speak the truth to this person, but they denied it. They don't want to see the truth. They want to see it through their own egotistical eyes. Okay? And since you did not conform to the way that they see things, they stopped communication. They also, now you could be in the same house with this person and they don't speak to you with the same loving words that they did at one point in time. So the burden flipped in reverse. This is a burden that this person right now also could be releasing. Okay? Which is some of that ego. And that is attached to the 12th house of Pisces. Now, this also could be a denial. Thank you, angels. 12th house of Pisces is where ego needs to be shed. Okay, and we talked about this all the time. The egotistical or sense of denial linked to the 12th house of Pisces also could be denial in drinking, smoking, overeating, weight gain, weight loss, smoking, whether it's cigarettes, vapes, hookahs, whatever you want to say, all of it's the same. Okay, cigars, sexual partners. Okay, ego, because 12th house, the source wants you to connect with love and understanding so that you can have a reset. Okay, from the 12th house back to the first house, or the 12th house back to the 0 card, the Fool card, to have a reset in your spirituality and growth. Okay, and so until this person realize and come out of this sense of denial, this is why they're stuck in the things that they think, the way that they think, and the things that they're doing, and the things that they want to achieve now and in the future. That's why the reset for them is coming in so slow. But they're in a sense of denial of why, lacking the understanding. The understanding and wisdom always come from the inside, not another person. Okay? That's self-work. That's self-help. Now, this person over here also could have had some type of loss, where that they lost the business, they lost the money, they got fired, they left the home or separated from you in the home. Okay. Money and finances, checkings or savings also could have dwindled down, because the way that they were denying within their self on how they were maneuvering money or managing their money, buying expensive things, clothing, okay, vehicles, vacation, whatever it is, food, liquor, slowing down. So right hand side, you slowed down because you're going through a healing, or you're slowing the situation down between now you and this other person. Okay. You just started slowing down. You started moving more slowly because you were acting very stubborn, or showing stubborn tactics. And also, you're becoming more frustrated with the situation and with the person. So you just started slowing down the connection. Okay. And the reason I feel you slowed down is because this person also could have retracted themselves for whatever reason. Okay. Even if they had some type of health issue, maybe they were in a denial of why they got the health issue in the first place, because it's always something that happened that leads to the health issue. But was being stubborn and ego, they didn't want to listen to other people that was telling them, slow down, stop doing this, stop drinking, stop smoking so much, stop doing this, get more rest. Okay. It also could be a doctor that was telling this person this. All right. So rebirth, transformation. You slowed down right hand side because you were going through or started your transformation. Okay. Bottom of the deck is letting go. So some of you are still connected to this situation and or person. You haven't fully let go of it yet, so you're still connected. So that's why I said in the beginning, it also still could be salvaged if you want the communication to happen, if you allow this person to come towards you, or if you want to go toward them. But somebody needs to make a move. Okay? And nobody is making a choice. This person is in denial that they still see you as the one or their lover. They're still in the denial about what's going on in their life, that they want to reconnect with you again, or to rebuild or establish the love relationship again. You also could already be with this person, and they can still be in a sense of denial of how much they really do truly love you. Okay, because it could have been scarcity, that they haven't been really intimate, showing you intimacy. Okay, communicating with loving words, doing different things. If you're living with this person or married with them, like still dating, going out, having dinner, just the two of you, to still love and show romance. Okay. This other person also could have surrendered the relationship because just of their ego, and that's sad. Now, the words of communication that you and this person may have already said or done could also been some very childish, verbish stuff that both of you said. It also could have been over your own children, okay, or grandchildren here. But the high honor in reverse is that both of you are not really thinking very highly of each other right now. If you were to communicate, vice versa, the words may not come out very highly. It may be cussing, fussing, well, you this, and you that, you MF, and etc. Okay, so this could be also when Mercury, this when Mercury leaves Cancer and moves into Leo. A lot of ego will start to be shown when that Mars goes into Leo. Okay, the cutting. See there? That's why I'm saying that right hand side, you're really not with the picture. You may already or will stop the procrastination and cut off the situation. You don't want it. You don't want that type of communication. You already slowed down in your actions because of your rebirth. You're changing the way also that you allow people to talk to you, what you accept, what you don't accept, because the old you and those old ways that you had or still have needs to die so that this new you can be rebirthed. This also could be this procrastination card, that you are procrastinating by still holding on to the situation. Instead of cutting it off, you're just slowed down about it. Okay? And that's also another form of being stubborn, where that you know what to do, but you won't do it. Okay? Just lacking your conversation, or lacking how much love and intimacy that you show and express to this person by giving them scarcity is not a form of cutting it off. Either you do or you don't. Okay? And you being stubborn also could be to your own self, because you won't fully cut off the situation. You don't want to let it go. Despair, because you don't want to. This part of this despair is the Chiron, the healing planet. Okay, some of you also may decide to quit a job because the hours or the pay or whatever may start to slow down. So soon you may also be without employment, and if you need to quit procrastinating and go ahead and start to apply for something else. If you already been hearing that the hours or the company may shut down again in whatever state or country that you live in, go ahead and do the work now and apply for other things ahead of time before you get cut off or laid off. Okay? And then you have to go and do a whole new rebirth of finding new employment. So don't procrastinate about the situation. I'm telling you ahead of time. Somebody's job or employment may get ready to end in the next 10 days or in October. Okay? So you got the next 5 weeks to go ahead, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 hours to start your communication with Mercury and to find some type of other job that's going to feel highly about you and to look more highly as you as an employee. Okay? All right. Fifth house of Leo, taking a gamble. So some of you also, you may cut this person off, or they might cut you off because you tell them that you're pregnant. This is also some of you that may have started dating somebody new. They haven't really understood the situation or ready to make a decision when it comes to being in a relationship with you, because they want to date, they want to go out, they want to stay in their ego. They like different people praising them, admiring them, etc., etc. But they're denying on really how much they really like you, or for some of you already in love with you. Okay, so they decide really not to take no action when it comes to this love and relationship. But they're having an understanding though within their self of can be also how they do relationships. Okay. And so right hand side, you may start just to slow things down if you're just dating this person or just getting to know them. And since they're not cooperating the way that you want them right hand side, you're just going to be stubborn because you're frustrated. Okay. So you haven't let it go, but you've been having a sense of scarcity on how much you give to the situation. Okay. And even when you speak to this person, you feel a sense of despair because they're not really still speaking about love and relationship. Okay? Yes. The moon. So this person also could be a Cancer or Scorpio, like I said, a fixed sign. So this person is having a level of understanding of the shadow side within their self, of also can come from their past life or their childhood, like I said, when it comes to their mother. Okay, so whatever mother relationship that this person had, it ties over into their love relationships. So it also could be why they keep up this ego is because they lack the nurturing. Okay. Hey, Gigi. But why though? What you mean? See, Gemini. There you go. Like I said, it comes from mother healing issues, the moon. They did not or was not able to fully connect emotionally with their mother. So this is why they have emotional and love problems with the divine feminine in their life. That even could be just a baby mama or the wife or a girlfriend. You found a house, by the way. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. So right hand side, it seems like it's the bearer on you if you want to initiate this conversation. It is some information that you hold right hand side that this left person needs. It could clear up some misunderstandings that's the way that they interpret things. Okay. Emotionally. And right hand side, it may be some information that you want this left hand side to explain to you before you really fully cut it off, but right hand side, you do want thank you, Gigi. I really appreciate that. Right hand side, you do want the quickest communication, effort, emotions, and feelings. Right? And because you don't get that, that puts you in this sense of stubbornness. It's just not for nothing. Okay? You become stubborn because, like, I agree with you, it's not hard. Okay? It's either yes or no. You're going to do it or you're not. Either you love me or you don't. We're going to be together or you won't. Simple. Right? All right. Neptune, sacrifice. And I was just talking about Pisces. It's a lot of confusion right now about the situation. And I understand. I feel that right hand side, you had more of the idealization of what you wanted, of what you seen in this other person, what you wanted them to be for you, what you wanted the relationship to be for you together with them, your children, or your family, or to establish that in the future. But somehow in the middle, their feelings and emotions on how they cannot connect or know how to express it out emotionally to you, right hand side, it made you frustrated. Okay? And this is why it's saying to surrender the frustration and to surrender the stubbornness within you as a way to help to clear and purge on what you need to clear up on the inside. Also, that you don't want people to keep triggering that in you. So that's why the universe is saying surrender that and only be and stay in love and light. Don't let people trigger you to be stubborn. Don't let people trigger you to be frustrated because they don't know how to express and to show love and emotions. Now, a sacrifice may need to be made, okay? And this all could be like one person don't want to move and one person want to move. And both of y'all are being stubborn. It could be as simple as that. But you're going to know what it is for your situation. Okay? Now, both of you are about or need to be prepared to sacrifice, which also can say and mean that this relationship may need to be sacrificed and separated. Okay? If both of you cannot deal with your separate issues that you need to surrender, the sacrifice at whole will be, most likely, it will end. Okay? Now, yielding or coming in slow is the only way also to help with this situation. What time we got? 45? Okay. Let me put you a couple of cards down. And yes, there could be something that they have been dealing with as a child, which is covering up their emotions, never got the nurturing and the caring from the divine feminine of the moon coming to them as a masculine, okay, which is soothing, nurturing, caring, emotional connectedness. And since they don't know how to accept that from other people or from the divine feminine as being a man, they rather stand in their ego. And that's something you cannot fix. And the universe is saying you're frustrating yourself because you're trying to fix something that you can't fix. That's an internal problem. That's a spiritual soul thing that this person needs to work on. It don't matter how good you cook, clean, what fancy car you're driving, the intimacy, no matter how many presents or whatever that you buy. This is something emotionally and spiritually that this person needs to come out of denial about. The book. So this being in reverse, this person is still very closed off. And it's still some mysteries or secrets or something that you feel is still hidden within this person over here that they're not revealing. Okay. This person also could be, could hide in their ego because they could be lacking in education. They don't want to further their knowledge in different things. They also could like to keep secrets. Okay. And they're always going to probably keep secrets from you and about different situations. And you feel it internally and spiritually. And this is why you could still have this despair. Okay. As a challenge of dealing with this person. So now we have the woman in reverse. Now, again, for some of you, this could be a person that you're about to meet. And this is why they're healing and going through this stuff over here. Or if they're over here and you're over here. Okay. And you are not a person of interest to them yet because you haven't met them. You are not the love interest. You are not the girlfriend or the spouse or the fiance yet. Okay. Now, if you are, then you could, like I said, as a sacrifice, getting ready to cut this situation off, but you don't know it yet. Why? It's because you haven't gotten to that huge frustration level to want to do something about it. And this is why the universe gave you procrastination. This is why the situation hasn't been let go. But it needs to. Okay. Now that's going to be different for everybody. But it also could be that this needs to be cut away from you and from them so that both of you can yield back into this together. But you are already slowing down before you get ready to cut it off. You can't keep slowing down. The more you go any slower, it's going to be this. Okay. Now, E-Baby, that can also be for you. Gigi says that they found a house. Okay. So you up next, E-Baby, where that you feel like the situation that you went through or by your landlord or your community did not do you right. Okay. So you're in this despair. And you don't feel very highly appreciative of the situation and or your landlord that somebody or they would do you like this. All right. So things are moving kind of slow right now. But yes, you will have to cut out the frustration, quit procrastinating, and finally make a decision. You may move forward very slowly. Okay, but like I told you the other day, you're still having a rebirth. So the ending will come out very good for you. It's just about the sacrifice that you have to cut away or to leave right now. Okay, don't be stubborn about it. The universe is doing it for a reason. Now, the 5th house card of Leo right here is about taking a gamble. Okay. All right. So let me see. Is there anything else to throw out for you all? Let me check your chakras again real quick. Thank y'all so much for coming to today's reading. Glad to see you, Pauline H. and Gigi and E-Baby. Shout out to Linda from New York and Naturally Nature. LJ. Male, Libra, Scorpio, Venus. If any of y'all see this, impasse. Okay. So change is supposed to be happening. Now, this also could be a impromptu move. You see that full moon? Now, we just had one the other day. This person could have recently did all this or changed or got very emotional or got set in their ways about something as a sense of denial. They in denial that they don't need to change or that they don't want to change. Oh, there you go, LJ. Okay. How you go? There you go, Linda. But change is here. Now, if it wasn't started or hashed out or done by the other day, the full moon in Capricorn, okay, then listening and packing, okay, a change is about to happen. So either this person needs to go with the flow and come out their ego, or right hand side, you're saying that you could be left behind because you about to go. Okay. You need to follow your instincts of why and when the universe tells you to do something. Don't be so stubborn connected to the 3D world that the 3D world gets you more messed up when the universe is giving you clues and signals. Always follow your intuition. And like I said, this person over here needs to be open to change. But they're non-action. Look up the word of impasse. Change is on the horizon. The change is near. And okay, thank you, angels. Okay. And then we got 2 moons. See the moon there and the moon here? So this person hopefully could emotionally want to open up and be a receiver or a giver, and to help the moon to face their shadow side of their ego. Okay. Wisdom. When I just tell you about your psyche, your intuition, use your wisdom. Okay. Now, this person also may want to open up and ask you for intimacy. Don't ask me why, but I see it. But use your wisdom because your heart chakra may be closed off right hand side. It's a lot of green over here. So some of you could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Also Pisces. Let me put something on this Mercury about communication and despair. Because some of you may just say, this person is not really saying nothing that I want to hear. They're still saying the same thing. They're not embracing the change for us or for their self. And I just can't do it anymore. Because 5s are a challenge. 3 + 2 is 5. Okay. And you don't really or may not see this person as highly as you did before. You thought very highly of the situation, of the relationship, trying to make it work. That's how you thought of them. That at one point in time, y'all had very great communication. But all of that just stopped. Because they started going more into their ego. Trying to be very flamboyant. Could have been very flashy or is very flashy when it comes to material things. How they want to be seen. But they're hiding their emotions though, because their ego is in the forefront. self-worth. Well, self-worth is an issue. Okay. Somebody is not understanding or seeing their own self-worth about this. How that fits for you, I'm going to let you decide. Okay? Yes? Perfection in reverse. Like I said, to try and make this work again, it's not going to be about perfection. It's about the separate things that both of you need to do as a way to surrender your own insecurities and challenges that separately both of you had and need to be working on within each other's self to be able to yield and come back together. Yielding is the only way. And there go Capricorn right there. And we had a Capricorn full moon. So this could be about this person's job. They may be in denial that they don't want to change their job. They're not really making the money. They don't want to get an extra job. They feel that the job that they have, they want to try and stick with the company. But the universe is saying it's more information that this person needs to find out. They need to show and exude their intellect. Okay? They need a sense of higher learning. So this person may want to go back to school or need to go back to school for some type of certificate or degree. You know, and it also could be that maybe they want to leave the situation or not moving towards you because they don't maybe want to feel like a burden to you. Okay. But this is pretty much what I have. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go for today. All right. So make sure you tune in for tomorrow's message and go and watch yesterday's reading the day before. Also, some of you go and find last year reading, okay? Find last year reading dated for today. See what the title is. And some of you go and watch that and see if you have any messages, okay? That's over there too. All right. Thank y'all so much. And thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.